You may be wondering why I'm sitting on the toilet right now. It's because I'm about to speak on some real shit. 3,000 years ago, there was a man by the name of Gilgamesh. Legend has it he was 2/3 god, 1/3 mortal. He was tall, handsome, and even the king of his own city. Every woman in the kingdom that wanted to get married was required to sleep with him first. He was taking all the virginities of all the women in the entire town, and all the men just had to sit in the corner and pout. Like this, man. Look at them. Pussies. Unlike me. I'm gonna be the change. They didn't know it at the time, but this is the origins of what we call the modern day Chad. Gilgamesh was the original Giga Chad. Let's talk about it.
Daqui pra frente vai ser tudo diferente. O tempo esquenta e de repente, tanto faz.
Thank you all for coming today. Thank you all for coming out of your busy schedule. I would just like to introduce myself. My name is Ralph Wilson. You can call me Professor Ralph. I teach economics, money, and clout theory. And today we're going to be going over something I coined, such as Democratic Sexualism. So sit back, sit tight, and learn something today. Thank you. No one seems to have a concrete or practical solution to the incel problem, so now I have to start talking. But lucky for you and everyone else in the world, I actually have the right answer. I would like to formally introduce you to Democratic Sexualism. The answer to the incel problem is unionization in the sexual marketplace. Let me explain. Lust and greed are the same. Sex and money are similar. No one wants to admit this, but the only answer to the incel problem is government intervention. As a democratic sexualist, I believe the best analogy is capitalism itself. As you may know, I am strictly not a feminist. I believe women are superior to men in every way. So how would it be fair if the most valuable, intelligent, beautiful, competent thing in the entire world is not evenly distributed? The same argument can be made for nice guys like me. There should be more guys like me. Let's talk about the bourgeoisie, aka the Chads. They are taking all the women and I will not stand for it. Nor will I get on my knees and suck the flaccid penis of a failing economy. It is time for the next sexual revolution. Continuing the analogy, the average man is the proletariat to the system. We're giving out our attention for free and nothing in return. I am one of you, my brother, my comrade. We're the ones giving our time and attention for nothing in return. We're the ones buying OnlyFans. We're the ones searching up feet pics. We're the ones with a terabyte of torrented JAV movies. If it wasn't for us, the system would simply cease to exist. The answer is unionization and state-mandated girlfriends/relationships. Let me explain. When I first publicly proposed my agenda, I was met with some backlash, all right? I had some criticism. They are hating on my social economic flow, you know what I'm saying? Someone stated, wouldn't state-mandated girlfriends be objectifying women? Duh. But in an equal and free way, yes. While you guys were out here cranking it every time you saw an ankle, I was out here cranking them numbers. To first truly grasp this problem, we have to understand what is an incel. So what is an incel? Well, anybody can really be an incel, you know? I think we were actually all incels deep down. I think it's something that makes us like free and equal. Don't you guys like being free and equal? Positivity everywhere, respect for everything. That right there, that's the incel belief. That's the core of what an incel is to me, deep down. Basically everything you agree with is an incel. For example, Jesus was an incel. J. Edgar Hoover was an incel. You know, you're in with great company. To get to the core of the matter, an incel is goes into things squishy together and that's an incel. To survive in America, you have to be able to do two things: breathe and pay taxes. And how do you pay taxes? By having money. And how do you get money? By having a job. And how do you get a job? Normally through skills that you acquire through an education. What is the most common way of getting an education in America? A college or university. And how do you get a good college degree? Mostly through long hours of studying, putting a lot of hard work and dedication into your craft, and learning from the teacher, doing homework, doing the feedback. Money, it takes a lot of money. If you don't have enough money to pay taxes, how could you possibly have enough money to go to college? That's where they get you there, the average man. See, you gotta think deep. All right, you need to apply for a loan. What is the most common loan? FAFSA. All right. What do they make you fill out on FAFSA if you're a male 18 to like 25? Eligible to go to the draft. If you want to get the opportunity to spend the rest of your life paying off loans, then you have to be willing to die in war for America. And I'm willing to do it. Take my guy Quentin Patch, for example. He has $500,000 in student loans so far. He's basically begging to get drafted. And here's how it will work. All women in the United States will be eligible for a full ride scholarship to the university of their acceptance if they sign up for the Sexual-Selction Draft. I like to call it the SSS. Do not fret, because there's no sex directly guaranteed to be involved in every case. Just maybe like hold his hand, tuck him in at night, you know, pat him on his shoulder when he does a number 2, you know, the simple stuff. It may initially sound like there's only going to be weird, disgusting men to choose from, and while you may not be wrong, this program has a subdivision to educate men on what they need to do to be a high-value man like me. There will be a rigorous training program involved, okay? Not only will it cover the basics of showering, drinking water, but there will be classes such as Advanced Riz Theory, Eye Contact 101, and Gym for leg lifting. We will also offer educational field trips outside for those who have never had the opportunity to touch grass. It will be a true grassroots initiative. Not only will participants not be allowed to own weapons, there will be a 24/7 helpline provided by the government for speedy assistance if any woman feels they are in danger at any time. We hope that all incels that go through this program will turn into alpha males such as myself, women-respecting, mature individuals ready to please their counterparts. But if not, if you don't think your incel that they were selected was supposed to be for you, we got a system in place for that. All right, but it's going to cost you. We will operate on what I call the 10-point sliding desirability scale. When a volunteer is presented with a person that they don't like, that person's desirability goes down. But when they reject them, their desirability also goes down. So you'll start at 10, a full scholarship, but every person you reject, it goes down 1 point. So if you don't want to help one person, then your desirability goes down to 9, which means 90% of a scholarship, and it goes until 0. And when you're at 0, you get to pay a $20,000 fine that goes back into the program to help other people that want to get right, which is about 10% of what you have to pay if you want to skip the draft, basically. Service will be 12 months long with opportunities of extension. Upon completion, all participants will gain free health care and preferred parking at all major retail stores. Now, I know you're wondering, how are we going to pay for all this? Well, just like we have educational lotteries, I'm going to propose a OnlyFans progressive tax. So basically, this is OnlyFans. We're not going to touch that, but we're going to scratch it out. It's going to become obsolete because we will make our own product right here. This product right here is going to be run by the government. All right, it's going to be OnlyFans for the people. We will have major incentives for this company right here. Okay, it's going to have public funding. You're going to have so many benefits if you use this system. All right, this system's going to still be available, but it's going to be higher taxing on this one, but more benefits and more larger reach. All right, you can reach anyone in America, around the world with this system. It's going to be way better, way freer, more equal. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do, we're going to tax this one. Tax it so much, and it's going to be 50% tax rate. But we're going to have some good benefits. Trust me, we're going to tax it, and it's going to go back into our program, and it's going to make our program successful. Everybody's going to be free. Everybody's going to enjoy it. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be amazing. It's going to make a circular system. Circular system. So I'm going to come back. It's going to start here, go back up here, come back around. It's going to be a cycle. A cycle, I tell you, a cycle. Big, great cycle. It's going to be a sexual spear. Some people may be like, but what if so many people get mad that they stop needing the governmental OnlyFans? That, my friend, means it worked. But I don't see any war stopping anytime soon.
Daqui pra frente vai ser tudo diferente. O tempo esquenta e de repente tanto faz.
Yep. And that is how you solve the incel problem. And if you don't do exactly that, there will always be incels. Girls say the bar isn't hell, but I'm not tall enough to reach that. Put yourself together, Ralph. There's people counting on you for alpha male dominant presence. I just want to feel the warmth of a slightly damp coochie.
Wow, he's so raw, so real. He's just like me. Wait, how does he know I'm down $500K in loans?